Hi everybody and welcome back. So today we're going to do something different. We're going to be doing my favorites for 2021. It was a long list. There have been so many things that came out that were just amazing. They really are. So I probably don't have all your favorites on the list, but these are just my favorites that I've been keeping a tally of since the beginning of the year. And these are the ones that just stood out to me the most, the ones that I used the most, and yeah, things like that. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I tried to break it down into different categories to make it easier. I'm not going to do my top 5, my top 3. I'm just going to name my top ones because I couldn't narrow them down. So yeah. So the first one's going to be the pods or pod mods. So the first one's going to be, which if I don't have them in front of me, I'm actually just going to go ahead and put a picture. So the first one is going to be the Smoke RPM 160. And I'm going to go ahead and put a picture of that right here. I do have it, but it's out in the other room. That one blew my mind. It was just an amazing kit. It felt like a full-fledged, like real Sub-ohm type of kit. Later on, they even came out with a 510 adapter, which would even made it even better because you can actually put your RDAs or your tanks or whatever on them. So it just made it even better. They even came out with the buildable section, things like that. And it was just a nice solid device. So that I have to say was number one for my 2021 pods or pod mods. The next one's going to be the Nicotine Sensus with the 4th generation technology. I thought I had that one here. That one I don't have in front of me. I do use it regularly. It was absolutely amazing. I'm going to go ahead and put a picture of it right here. I loved this device. This device, it actually helped you clean your coils and it kept your coils lasting longer and the flavor lasting longer in the device. And I have to say that out of Nicotine for 2021, that was my number one pod or pod mod for Nicotine, and they just blew it out of the park. It was just amazing. The coils literally did not leak. They lasted forever. I just absolutely love that device. So I have to list that in my favorites. The next one is going to be the LostVape Ursa Mini. And this one right here, like, stole my heart. And the reason why it stole my heart was because it was literally a mini version of the Ursa Quest. It literally was the mini version. And that was the first part of it that I absolutely loved. The next part was the fact that the coils are actually amazing. The airflow, it's small, but it packs a punch. So I have to list that as one of my favorites as well for 2021. The next one is actually going to be one that I didn't think would actually get my heart because it's a pod. And it really blew my mind how well I liked it compared to others. And it didn't have any special nothing to it. And that's actually the Smoke Solace. This is my go-to if I want a pod system. I absolutely love this. This was just simple, small, very, very inexpensive. Perfect for like a first-time vapor. Perfect for somebody who just wants to take it out and about like I did. It's lightweight. It's just the flavor, everything about it was just absolutely amazing. So I have to put this up there. The next one I'm going to say is the Caliburn G series. I honestly could not pick which one I like better. Some features that I liked about this one just a little bit more than this one, but this is the Caliburn G and the Caliburn G2. I absolutely love the flavor on these. These are another one that I would suggest that if you're just coming into vaping or you're looking for something that's like a stick pod and you want to be able to change your coils, which you can't do with the Solace, I definitely recommend these. They're coils. They have multiple coils that you can use. You can have more restrictive. You can have looser. They're just absolutely amazing. And I love the looks of either one of them. This one got me because of, I won't lie, the green and the way that it's got like those, that grippy feeling to it. This one I actually liked a little bit better than this one for the window. It actually gave you that window where you can see your e-liquid, but I did like this mouthpiece better. So I couldn't make up my mind. So I'm putting both of them in my tops for 2021. The next one and the last one, which I don't have it with me, I actually have it on my work desk, is gonna be the Watofo Smart Pod Kit. Oh my God, that thing was amazing. That one you can actually, and I'll put a picture of it right here for you. That one you can actually build your own coils for it, which was just blew my mind. For 2021, Watofo came out with buildable coils, where smart coils, where you can actually build your own coils. And that's just great. It's like a stock coil, but you can actually build your own. If I'm not mistaken, when you bought the extra packages, they came in a package of 10. So it was like buying 10 coils for the price of maybe 2. So that one I definitely want to mention for my 2021 favorites. Absolutely love it. I thought I had it here, but I did leave it out there because I'm a nut. But anyways, so that is it for my pods and my pod mods for the year 2021. The next one is going to be the RDAs. So I only have 2 for RDAs, and I'll tell you why. The first one, which I don't have with me right now, but I'll go ahead and leave a picture here, is the TFV18 RDA. It also fit in the TFV16 for smoke or smock, however you want to say it. That one, I absolutely loved the build deck. I loved how big it was. It was easy to wick. It's easy to build on. You do have to make sure that you're putting a little bit more wicking in it or more cotton in it than you would think, because those tanks are so big that the pressure of the e-liquid can make it leak. So if that's your problem, if you have the RDA and you don't really like it too much, I would definitely suggest trying it out again. And this time, try it with a little bit more cotton. I think that'll work for you. My top one for 2021, though, my top, TFV16 or TFV18 RDA came in second, but not even close, is going to be the RDA deck for the UB Pro. This one here, which I did a video dedicated just to this, and this is the UB Pro RDA. This one is amazing. I have like 4 of them because I love them so much. They are just amazing. Now, LostVape's coils, their regular coils, are absolutely amazing, flavorful and everything. But if you're looking for an RDA, if you're looking for a rebuildable, the LostVape UB Pro is top of the line. It's top of the line. I actually have it in here right now, and I absolutely love it. And every single time I go back to it, I'm like, oh my god, why did I put it down? Because it's just that awesome. It's a single coil build deck, but it vapes like a dual coil. It gives you flavor. It's easy to wick. It's easy to build. It's just, the deck it's a big deck, not huge like an RDA, but it's a bigger deck. So it's very, very easy to see, very easy to build. And it's definitely my number 1 for 2021. It gets all the stars all over the place. So LostVape won that one. The next thing I have to talk about is going to be my mods. Okay, so for my mods, there's a lot of the same company in here, and it's not on purpose. They were just the ones that I use the most, the ones that I reach for the most, the ones that I just couldn't stop using and still to this day still use. And the first one's actually going to be the LostVape Thelema DNA. This one is just amazing. It's got a DNA chip in it. So if you like DNAs, you can actually do that. It's got replaceable doors, so you can actually go ahead and buy different doors for it. It comes with a slew of things. The magnets on the doors are just amazing. It holds up to, I think it was a 28 millimeter atomizer. Really, really nice. Actually, no, I think it was a 30. Absolutely nice. It's got that same type of menu board. Of course, it is a DNA board, but it's got that same sort of menu system. It's got your power, your up, your down, your select. I just love this device, and I continue to use it, so I had to mention it. The next one that I have to mention is going to be the next one that came out, which is going to be the Thelema 200 watt. This one is absolutely amazing. I do need to get more doors for it because I like the clear, but I would like more doors. So I'm definitely looking into getting more doors for it. But this is just an amazing and beautiful device. I love the menu system on all these devices. I love the way that it looks. This is actually, for those of you that wanted the Thelema DNA, but maybe it was a little bit too pricey, this one is an inexpensive choice, and it's got the Quest kit in it, and it's amazing. It just really is. Their chip, did I say the Quest chip? Yeah, the Quest chip is just one of the best chips out in the market, especially for a standard regulated device. I definitely highly recommend it. The next one is actually going to be the first one that brought me to LostVape, that made me fall in love, and that is going to be the Ursa Quest. This thing is sexy. Just look at it. It's just a sexy mod. It comes in so many colors. It's got the it's got the Quest chip in it. It's got that same simple menu that I absolutely love. It's something that I reach for all the time. Like I might put it down for a couple days, but I always go back to it. It's just something that I pick up. I can use it with a standard RDA like this. I can use this with the pod because I can take out this little 510 connector, or I can use it with the UB Pro pod tank. I can use it with my RTAs. This will fit up to a 30 millimeter with no problem. So that's another huge pro for this. I just fell in love with the Ursa Quest mod completely. This one, I just look at it. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, the next mod that I have to say is gonna be, which if you don't know me by now, you're gonna have to know me, is gonna be the Gruss. The Gruss. I have to say that between, let me see, this one. Yeah, this one, I love both of these equally, but this one I gravitated more. This one has almost 9,000 puffs on it. The other one has 6,000. So they're really, really close. This one, I loved the weight of it. I liked the feel of it. It wasn't too heavy. I just like the all around feel to it. And you can put up to a 30 millimeter atomizer. So I was able to use my Aromomizer Plus V2 on it, which is definitely a pro because I love that RTA or RDTA that they call it. I absolutely love that. And anything I can put it on, it just makes it even better for me. So I'm really, really happy about that. So of course, it's got to be in the mix. For 9,000 puffs, I think it's in the mix, but that's what it looks like. It's just amazing. And I love it. If I can get every color in this, I would, because I love it that much. Okay. So the next thing is going to be the Cyborg Quest. This one I didn't think I was going to like as much as I like it. The reason being is because it feels like it's all metal, but it can fit up to a 30 millimeter. So I literally rock this. Most days, I will rock the Cyborg Quest with my Aromomizer Plus V2 because I just love them together, especially the gunmetal. Tell me that does not look sexy. This is like the sexiest setup ever. I absolutely love these two together. It just works for me. It fits a 30 millimeter with no overhang or anything. So it's one of those mods where you're like, do I like it or I don't? I didn't know because of the shape of it if I was going to like it. I was hoping it wasn't going to be because some mods came out like this, but it was like the battery. You had to like remove this part for the battery, but I love their lock buttons. And all of them, you can open them if you have nails. So that I think is absolutely amazing. Even if you have acrylic overlay or gel overlay, you can still be able to open these, which is definitely a huge pro. Another one I have to mention, and this one is my favorite out of the two that came out, is the Steam Crave Hadron Plus DNA Dual 21700 box mod. I love this thing. I really, really do. Out of all of them, I really love it. It's not too big. It's not too bulky, but it fits, like it was made for the Aromomizer. You can fit the Ragnar on it. It's just an amazing mod. It's perfect. It's simple, but it's perfect. I don't know. The simplicity of it is just great, but it's something that of course I've been using. Plus it's dual 21700. That was a definite pro for me. It's got a little bit of branding right here, but not too much. And then of course you've got your regular board there and it just works amazing. And honestly, a lot of my mods, I judge by my Aromomizer Plus, if that makes any sense. But anyways, I digress. The last mod of 2021 that really blew me away is going to be the Jelly Box. This Jelly Box, OMG. If you haven't seen the review, if you haven't looked into a Jelly Box, I definitely recommend it. This one, oh my God, this one paired with my Aromomizer Supreme is actually the perfect duo. Absolutely perfect. This one, Aromomizer Supreme V3, absolutely perfect duo. So I have to give it props for the Jelly Box mod. And this is just called the Jelly Box by Rinko. And I absolutely love it. So I have to definitely give that props. So now let's go over to the RTA category. And that one, I don't have all of them with me, but the RTAs that came out in 2021 that are my favorite, and I'm going to go ahead and leave it up here, are the Violator RTA by QP Design. Absolutely amazing RTA. A lot of you out there really, really liked it. as did I. I try to use other RTAs, and then my aromomizer speaks to me, and then I have to go back to it because it's got, you know, the e-liquid capacity and stuff. The aromomizer, if I need it, I'll switch it out. But that one actually blew my mind. I used it for so long that my aromomizer did get jealous. But that one, if you're into RTAs, I would definitely take a look at that one. I will have all the reviews for these devices down below so that you can take a look at them if you have any questions or you want to see them. But the Violator RTA by QP Designs, yes, definitely. And the next one is going to be the Oxfa Arbiter RTA, and I do have that one here. This one is the original. This is not the mini. I like the mini, or the single coil one. I think it's called a mini. I like it, but this one is actually my favorite. This one is my favorite. My favorite by far is the original Arbiter. But for the way that it works, the e-liquid capacity, its top airflow, easy to build on. I love the deck. Drop-in coils, very similar to, I think it was like the bulk RTA. It gives me that vibe, and I absolutely love this one. So Oxfa, you hit it out of the park with this one. I know that you made a smaller one for most people, but for me, I like them big, and this was absolutely my favorite this year. The next one is going to be the Fat Rabbit RTA. Come on now. Who doesn't love the Fat Rabbit RTA, right? So the Fat Rabbit RTA by Vape was definitely one of my favorites this year. I have to mention it. This one, it's the top and the bottom airflow that got me. It was airflow galore, flavor for days, which I have to re-wick it. But this one was just amazing. The only thing that I wish this thing had that it didn't have is e-liquid capacity. If it had a bigger e-liquid capacity, I want to say like 8 mil capacity would have been perfect for me. This would have been my everyday, all day, but because of the e-liquid capacity, it kind of makes me go in between. Because of the fact that I vape so often and I'm a chain vapor, I was constantly filling it. So that is the only thing. But for the way that it works, for the love of airflow, for the love of flavor, the Fat Rabbit RTA has to be up there with my favorites because it is. It's definitely one of my favorites. I would never get rid of it. I absolutely love it. So that's it. The next one is which I don't have with me right now, but I'll go ahead and leave a picture up here, is the Doom X Mesh RTA. Definitely hit it out of the park. Another favorite, and it was a mesh. If you notice, I don't lean too much towards mesh RTAs, but that one did surprise me. It literally hit it out of the park for me for a mesh RTA. So I have to give it props. The Doom X RTA, if you're looking for one that is mesh, I would definitely look into that one. It had e-liquid capacity. It has everything that you need. It's easy to wick. You know, any type of mesh atomizers, you got to be careful with them. They are a little bit more finickier. The coil, of course, is a little bit more fragile than standard coiled atomizers. But that one definitely took my heart. I absolutely love it. I definitely need to re-wick that one. Definitely coming up. And the last one, if you know me at all, you know that I'm an aromomizer fan. So, which of course I talked about my other ones, for days. The one that really got me this year, and the newest one that came out this year, was the Aromomizer Supreme V3. Again, just like I mentioned under the mods, this one paired with my Jelly Box was actually my go-to duo. Absolutely love these two paired. It's you can do a single coil, you can do a whole bunch. I love the single coil deck in this. It vapes like a dual coil for me. It's easy to build, it's easy to fill. Everything about this is like a mini version of my Aromomizer Plus V2. So I absolutely love it. They even, changed the airflow and the juice flow controls to match the Aromomizer Plus, the V2. So everything about this I absolutely love. This one is actually a big hit for a lot of people. Really love the V3 of the Aromomizer Supreme, and that's not a bad thing at all. Okay, so going on to my full kits. Now, I don't have everything with me, and again, these are going to be full kits. That means that they came with their own tanks on them. but I don't have the whole kits with me. Like this one I do have, which is the first. This is the Oxfa Velocity. I don't have the pod for it, the tank that went on it, but I do have the mod that I use very frequently. This one here definitely stole my heart when it came out in 2021. I think it was the end of 2020 to the beginning of 2021, and I absolutely love it. I think that it's a perfect size. It takes a single battery, and it comes with its own tank, but you can put anything you want on it. But for the full kit, I'm going to go ahead and leave the picture up here for you. But the full kit was absolutely amazing, and I love, love, love it. So I had to give it props. The next one, you got to guess. Okay, so the next one is going to be the Ursa. It was called the Ursa Quest Multi-Kit. And that's because it came with the mod, the pod, the 510 adapter, and something else. Oh, and then another pod. It came with two different pods. It had the UB Pro pod and then the UB Pro, and then the UB pod, I think it was. I didn't really gravitate to that one because that one was for like the lower wattage type of coils and things like that. I gravitated to the UB Pro from the beginning, but this one actually came with everything. And of course, all the videos will be down below. This thing came with so much, and for a single battery device, blew my mind away, especially with all the extras that it came with. So I have to mention that. Okay, and the next one is going to be the LostVape Hyperion single battery. They just got me. I wasn't, all right, before LostVape, I wasn't even a single battery device type of girl. Everything that I pretty much used was a dual 18650. That's all I wanted. That's all I used until the LostVape series came out. Like the LostVape mods came out. This one I love because of the fact that it's got like that leather feel to it. It feels sort of rugged. So this is like definitely like one of those that you would like if like you're looking for a beater mod. Not that it's worth being a beater, but that's what it is. So I love this kit that came out. And the next one is the Hadron Plus by Steam Crave. This right here, the whole kit, it came with the Aromizer Plus V2 and the Hadron Plus dual 21700 mod. I absolutely love this. This is like my getup. I won't lie, I do switch between this to a single battery like LostVape. I go back and forth, but this one here will last me like all day because it's a dual 21700. This has got the DNA chip in it, and it just works absolutely amazing. If you like Steam Crave products, or if you haven't looked into Steam Crave products, I definitely suggest it. The Aromizer Plus V2 RDTA has literally been my favorite since it came out. Before that, it was the original, the V1, which combined between the two, it's been almost 5 years that I've been using this one atomizer, because I love it so much. This is always in my rotation. So definitely having a mod to match the tank or the RTA was absolutely amazing. And the final one, which I don't have with me right now, I do have it, but I don't have it with me, is going to be the Morph 2 kit. I'm going to go ahead and leave that up here for you. The Smoke Morph 2 kit was literally one of my favorite ones this year. The tank on it, it's a powerhouse tank. I love powerhouse atomizers. It gives you that high wattage, high vape type of deal. You've got clouds, you've got flavor, you've got high wattage. It's just an amazing, amazing kit. A lot of people that have gotten it really, really enjoy it. So I'm one of those. So yeah, I definitely like that. So now we're going into, I promise this won't be too long. I've only got 3 more sections and I'm trying to hurry it. Okay, so the next one, the RDAs. My top RDA of 2021 has to be the nitrous RDA. The nitrous RDA, if you haven't seen by my posts and things like that, this is literally my favorite RDA of 2021. I don't even like single coil RDAs unless they're mesh for squonking. This one has not left this device since I reviewed it. It goes with this, with my top side light. It's just a perfect match in heaven. I absolutely love this RDA. It vapes like a dual coil RDA, but it's a single coil RDA. I mean, you can use dual coils in it as well, but I strictly like it for single coil. And I love this RDA, especially for squonking. The next one that I really like is going to be the Serpent RDA. And I thought I had it in here, but I guess not. I think I left it out there. The Serpent RDA, I've been using it a lot more lately. Yeah, I do have it out there because I was charging the batteries. The Serpent RDA is by Wotofo, and I'll go ahead and leave a picture of that over here. Absolutely amazing RDA. It blew my mind. It takes a big ass single coil, and it is no joke. It literally, I fell out of my chair for it. It is absolutely amazing. If you're looking for a really beefy single coil RDA, I definitely suggest going in and looking at the Serpent RDA. The next one is going to be this one here, which was sent to me, like, I know it didn't come out in 2021, but I actually got it and reviewed it in 2021. And that is going to be this one here, which is the Vapors Cloud Asgard Mini RDA. I love this. I absolutely love this. I had this squonking, and I love it as a squonker. It as a squonking RDA, which I'm very particular between dripping and squonking RDAs, and this one made it to my squonking list, which is not easy. So I definitely, if you're looking at something that's a little bit bigger but not too big, it's not the big 30 mil, which I wish I had, but this one is the mini version, and this one is absolutely amazing. So if you're looking for a new squonking RDA, I would definitely look into that one because that one's great. And the final RDA of 2021 is going to be the Dead Rabbit V3, which honestly has not really made my number one in a very long time since the original came out. This one blew me away. All the upgrades that they did to the Dead Rabbit, it worked. It really did. So I absolutely love the Dead Rabbit V3, and I have to say it's definitely one of my favorites for 2021. So now we're going to go on to Subohm tanks. Now, I have one of them, which is, it's a pod tank, but it's also a Subohm tank, in my personal opinion, and that is going to be the UB Pro pod tank. That one hit it out of the park for me for a Subohm tank this year, or actually since the Ursa Quest came out, and I've loved it ever since. I love that you can use the RBA in it, and it's the best RBA in my personal opinion. Or you can use regular stock coils, and their coils are more flavorful than some RDAs that I've actually vaped. So if that's saying anything, I have to tell you. So the UB Pro Pod is definitely up there for my favorite for 2021. And the other one is going to be a tie between the Smoke TFV16 and the TFV18. I don't have a clean one right now because I'm actually washing it out now. But I'll go ahead and leave a picture up here for you. Those are my favorite out of all of the Subohm tanks that Smoke or Smok has ever come out with. Those are my two favorites ever since I've been vaping. I think that they really improved the quality of the tank, the coils, the leaking and things like that. It blew me away. So I have to mention those. And then finally, the last one is going to be Eliquids. I don't have them here because, of course, I've already vaped them all. But I'm going to go ahead and leave a picture of them. So the first one's going to be the Frozen Banana Ice by Frozen Fruit Monster. I'm going to leave a picture up here. That one was the best banana that I've had all year long. I mean, I've tried some bananas. I've tried some even last year. And this one was just an amazing, I don't know if it was the ice that boosted that banana flavor, but it's the best banana flavor that I had. And the ice wasn't too overpowering. It was just a nice, fresh, cold banana. And I absolutely loved it. The next one, which has been my favorite, I re-reviewed it in 2021. But at my actual first review, I want to say was in 2015 or 2016. And that is going to be the Drip Witch Strawberry. That one, I revisited it to see if it was still my favorite strawberry type of flavor, and it was, and it is. And as a matter of fact, by retrying that, I'm now back into liking strawberry flavors. For a while, strawberry just wasn't sitting right with me, but ever since revisiting that one, I'm now back to liking strawberry flavors. So it's an amazing go around all the way around. So that one's definitely my favorite strawberry. Nude Strawberry Shortcake. If you did not see my review, that is up there with the Drip Witch. It is amazing. The Drip Witch is more of like a waffle cone ice cream strawberry ice cream. This one is more like a shortcake. It's definitely like a strawberry shortcake, and it tastes just like it. It's absolutely amazing. If you can't get your hands on it, I don't know why, because you can actually get like a bundle deal with two e-juice deals, I think it is. That's where I get mine. I get the bundle, so I get 2 in 1. And I should have another one because I just opened a new bottle not too long ago. But yeah, because I reordered a new one because it's so good. So that one I have to mention, and I'll leave a picture up here for you. The next one, oh my God, this one is my favorite flavor all time. Like out of any flavor that I tried. And that one, I've literally gone through 6 or 7 bottles. That is going to be the Tropic King Cucumber Cooler. Oh my God, this one, this is amazing. If you like anything that's got watermelon in it, this is like a cucumber watermelon. It says that it's a cooler, but it's really not a cooler. It doesn't have any menthol in it. But the cucumber and the watermelon are such an amazing flavor together. I absolutely love this. I've literally gone through at least 6 or 7 bottles, and I still have 2 in a backup because I love this flavor so much. I don't want it to run out. I've even tried cloning it. I haven't gotten close yet, but I'm really working on it. So I have to mention that one. The next one is the Biz by Steezy Vape Co. That one, I think I also got at the same place. A lot of these I got from there. That one is a strawberry flavor as well, and that was just an amazing strawberry. It's right up there with the nude strawberry shortcake. Amazing strawberry. You need to take a look at that. It's really, oh, I'll leave the picture here. The review will be down below. Absolutely amazing. If you like strawberries, I highly, highly recommend it. Absolutely amazing. The next one is Sad Boy Nola Bar Blueberry. Absolutely amazing blueberry. I cloned it, and I think I came pretty damn close to it too. So yeah, out of my DIY, I think I made the perfect vape. But yeah, so that one, amazing. If you like blueberry at all, it's just an amazing blueberry flavor. So that one definitely hits my 2021 favorites. And that's pretty much it. That is all my favorites for 2021. I'm sure that there are some that would be honorable mentions, but as you can see, I couldn't even narrow down my list. I mean, the shortest list that I have is going to be the Sub-ohm and the UB and the RDA, because I couldn't narrow them down any lower. There's a lot more that I absolutely enjoyed. Those are the ones that either stood out to me or I used so much that I had to make a mention of them. And yeah, so that's it for my 2021 favorites. Let me know down below, what was your favorite for 2021? And I will see you in my next one. Bye.